Hello students, I am Dr. Meenakshi Maur, Assistant Professor, Zoology, Sri Sanliaji Government College, Mandafia, Chittorgarh. Today I am going to give a lecture on habitat and ecological niche. First of all, what is habitat? Habitat is a specific physical place or locality occupied by an organism, population, or community which has a particular combination of abiotic or environmental factors. It may be small as a burrow, bark of tree, or may be large as a lake, river, desert, grassland, etc. Hence, habitat is the place where an organism lives or the place where one would go to find the particular organism. Actually, the habitat of an organism represents a particular set of environmental conditions which is suitable for the successful growth of organism, population or community. So, habitat is the sum total of environmental factors which determine the existence of an individual, population or community in a particular locality. And it is generally occupied by a entire community. Many species show cohabitation in the same habitat. For example, a pond with many individuals of different species showing cohabitation. It is different from ecological niche. So first of all, I will explain ecological niche in detail, and then at last I will show you differences between habitat and ecological niche. So ecological niche of an organism includes a physical space occupied by its functional role in the community, that is trophic position, and its position in environment, gradients of temperature, moisture, pH, soil, etc., and the conditions of existence. Who used the term niche for the first time? It was a Grinnell, and he used it in 1971. Actually, he used the term niche for explaining microhabitats. According to Grinnell, niche is the ultimate distributional unit within which each species is held by its structural and instinctive limitations. And no two same species in the same general territory can occupy for long identically the same ecological niche. An ecological niche, according to Elton, refers to the animal's place in the biotic environment and its relation to its food and enemies or its functional role in an ecosystem. Ecological niche of an organism concerns not only the space where it lives but also what it does, like how organisms transform energy, how do they behave, how they respond to physical and biotic environment, how they constrained by other species. So ecological niche not only involves physical space occupied by an organism but also functional role in the community and its position in environmental gradients, including other conditions of existence. Hutchinson gave three aspects of ecological niche. They are spatial or habitat niche, trophic niche, multi-factor or hypervolume niche. Now, first of all, I will explain spatial or habitat niche in detail with example. Spatial habitat is concerned with the physical space occupied by an organism. We can explain concept of spatial with the occurrence of 7 species of millipedes in forest floor of maple oak, and it was first reported by O'Neill in 1967. Actually, there were seven species of millipedes. They occurred in the same general habitat, that is the forest floor, and all belongs to same basic trophic level, that is all are decomposed in the role as a detritivores, but they feed in different decomposing layer of litter. Each and every species of millipedes predominates in its own specific different microhabitat, like Euryurus erythropygus. Euryurus erythropygus predominates in the heartwood at the center of log. It was the first species. Then second, Cyctonotus granulatus. It inhabits under log, but on log surface. Now the third species, Fonteria virginis. It inhabits under the log, but on ground surface. Then fourth, Abyssinian lactarium. It lives beneath litter on ground surface. Then fifth, Cladogonia, which lives within leaves of litter. The sixth, Pseudopolytesmus serratus, which lives in the superficial wood of logs. And the seventh species, the last one, Narcissus americanus. It lives in the outer surface of logs beneath the bark. So all occur in the same general habitat, all belong to same basic trophic level, that is they are detrivorous, but they feed in different decomposing layer of litter. So it is the example of spatial or habitat niche. Now I'll explain trophic niche. It denotes the functional position of organism in the ecosystem. And there is one very good example of trophic niche. Niche is provided by the occurrence of various species of birds in Galapagos Island in South America. Actually, there were three birds belong to three different genera. First is a Geospiza. Second is Certhidia. Third is Camericus. They are three different genera, but Geophyga is a ground finches, and Certhidia is a warbler finch, and Camericus is a tree finch. So these birds, they live in the same general habitat, but they belong to different trophic position. There is one also another good example of trophic niche is the occurrence of two species of aquatic bugs. One is a Notonecta and the second one is Coryza. Notonecta is a back swimmer and Coryza is water bottomer. They live in the same habitat, that is pond, but occupy different trophic niche. Actually, Coryza feeds largely on decaying vegetation, and Notonecta is an active predator and eats upon animals like insects, tadpoles, snails, and small fishes. So, two closely related species living in a same general habitat but use different source of energy. Now, multifactor or hypervolume niche. It refers to the position of organism in the environmental gradients. Actually, G. E. Hutchinson in 1965 developed this concept where niche is considered as an abstract and dimensional inhabited hypervolume. The hypervolume defines the multi-dimensional space of resources available to organism, and all species other than those under consideration are regarded as part of the coordinate system. Here I am taking example of ecological niche of element to make you understand multifactor or hypervolume niche. Actually, if there are two environmental factors like temperature and water availability, then we will put temperature on one axis of the graph and water availability on the another axis of the graph. The extent of each factor within which an element will occur can be determined. Actually, here is a temperature and there is a water availability. The space generated from this will represent ecological niche of the elephant. I forgot here to mention temperature, but remember there is a temperature and it is water availability. So, this is an area or the space generated from this. If there are three factors, means one more. There is a temperature, water availability and population size. That is, more elements can dig upon more area and create a large water hole. The resulting space graph from the graph will be a volume. Here it is a area, and if we add one more, then it will be a volume. According to G.E. Hutchinson, the activity range of any species could be described along the dimensions of the environment. The dimensions are represented as a dimension in space. For example, if there are n number of dimensions, then the niche would be described as in n-dimensional space. What is the significance of ecological niche? In ecology, the concept of ecological niche is very significant in terms of differences between species at same physical place or a different place, or the same species at more than one location. Ecological niche also helps in avoiding continuous intense competitions for the place of living. It also helps in diversification of species into subspecies. So this is a ecological niche. Now we will see differences between habitat and ecological niche. There's a much difference between them. Actually, a habitat is an area where a species lives and interact with other, while a niche is an ideology of how an organism lives or survive in the provided environmental conditions. Okay. Now, second difference is habitat is a physical place by nature, while niche is an activity performed by organism. Habitat is a physical space, but niche is activity. Third, habitat is not species specific, but niche is species specific. Now, fourth, habitat is like a superset, while niche is subset. And there are also some more examples. The habitat actually consists of numerous niches, but niche does not contain such components. Habitat actually wide term. Niche is a sub term of habitat. Okay. Habitat supports numerous species at a time, but niche supports single species at a time. This habitat is all about various species at a particular time, but niche only give clarification about single species at a time. Examples of habitat are desert, oceans, forest, rivers, mountains, etc. But niche is a part of habitat only where shelter for living being can be furnished. So this is about differences between habitat and ecological niche. Thank you.